What up, y'all? It's your boy R to the A to the S. Yes, Ross here, but see what calls blog. Day here to do a review of Taelor Gray, aka the Elevationist member, solo album, The Mocker and the Monarch. Alright? Talk about stuff I like, stuff I didn't like from this album, etc., etc., etc. First of all, talk about stuff I like. First thing I like. Definitely, I like his satire, like his wit, no pun intended. Him going at, and I don't mean going at literally, but, in a joking way, going at a certain trap gospel artist. Fred Hammond jokes, Meek Mill jokes. I like that. I'm a comedian. So, I like when people make jokes about other people. So, I definitely like this brother. Satire and wit, no pun intended. Next thing, production, the mixing and mastering. Now again, your boy Roz ain't no expert, but I know this. I know when the album sound good and clear and crisp. And in our genre, only like a couple people on a consistent basis. Of course, number one is Reach Records, and number two is Humble Beast. About the only two I like as far as rap labels. Not individuals who do it, but as far as rap labels I like. This album sounds so clean. This album sounds so crisp. You can hear the instruments. You can hear the bass without worried about being distorted. It just sounds clean and crisp. Production. To me, is not a whack beat on here. Now, do I like every beat? No, but I can't put any beat in the category that, man, this is just garbage or whack. So, the production is solid throughout. Now, lyrically, this might sound like a crazy comparison, but not a lot of times, but sometimes this dude reminds me a lot of The Truth. And what I mean by that is his bluntness. You talk about social issues like on the So Cold. You talk about morality and things of that sort. That sounds like something that The Truth would do. Now, he does it in his own way. He's not, prophetic, preachy rapper. But he has that sort of The Truth type of vibe. He says some bold things about, his interactions with Calvinists and how they judge him, right? A.K.A. what I call the Pollen Posse. And so, a lot of Christians be like, hey, I wouldn't touch that. It might divide us. But, he's just real blunt and honest. Even with his, talking about some personal things on Scapegoat and stuff like that. So, I like his, for lack of a better word, the true type of feel, true type of honesty that he has. Now, my favorite songs on here are mostly the boom bap songs. Cold, definitely a dope beat by Peace. Now, he does sort of stretches his words like Lupe at times on here. It's kind of Lupe-esque. But I can wink my eye. I can ignore it. Famous. Sounds like he's trying to make fun of Drake, which is cool. I'm fine with that. But the production on here is just real dope. This reminds me of it has the feel of that Wes Pendleton Tragic Hero album, and some of the songs, some of the commercial type of songs. This has sort of like the same type of vein. So I really like this beat, and him going to Drake, it's cool with me. Production, let's see what else. Gorgeous. This surprised me because when it first came on, you're in your typical, okay, let's get ready to bob your hair, whatever. And then when it came on, I was like, what in the world is this? It took a while, then I finally caught on to the beat, but that totally surprised me, the way he did that. Of course, probably a lot of people favorite on here, Powdered Toast Man. That title, I don't know. I know it's some cartoon or something, but hey. Alright, Belief. Is it Belief or Belief? Whatever the brother name is. He's to me he's the dopest on here. Yes, even doper than Journey Big to me. The way he switches up his flow, his cadence. I like the little Martin Luther, Martin Payne line, and just this cadence kind of reminds me of something like maybe. It doesn't sound like Royce, but maybe something like a Royce would do, just switching up the speeds and the cadence and stuff like that. I just thought it was dope. You know, Journey Big, veteran in this, been doing this for I don't know how long. I've been listening to the brother for about 20 years. You know, he has a whole battle rap Christian type of thing. You know, his style. He's been doing it, and it was dope. Scapegoats reminds me a lot of like a Jay-Z Just Blaze type of song. I think he's really flowing on here, man. The energy. I believe this is Wit and 40. Is it 43 keys? I get confused. 43, 45, whatever. The 43 boys, 43 degrees, whatever they call them. Definitely love the vibe of Wit and 42 degrees north, whatever. Yeah, but yeah, I love the Just Blaze, type of feel to it. And Hollow Man definitely love the slow vibe and then switching to the fast, like energy rock type of vibe. All that is dope. Now, getting to the stuff I don't like. If you watch the show, you already know what I'm about to say. His influences. His hip-hop influences. Now, it's just so weird, the way this album's put together. He'll go from this underground, type of rapper to a commercial song. And it's just weird, like, what? To me, it's hard to follow to get into the vibe because how do you go from boom bap to commercial and just be in the same type of mood? It was very hard for me to adjust to that. And part of why it's hard to adjust because to me, the commercial side does not seem as natural for him. The give a illustration is not a diss, but to me he comes off like a rap nerd, okay? And when he does the commercial stuff, it's like a rap nerd trying to be cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do the boom bap stuff, and then next thing you know, you're doing radio Drake type of stuff. And it's like, that's not you. It's like, it feels like, hey, I'm cool. Look at me. I know I'm a rap nerd, but hey, guys, I'm cool too. And that's how it comes off. Now, there's some songs that works on, but again, he's a nerd. And there's nothing wrong with being a nerd, all right? Nothing wrong with being a rap nerd, Lupe is one of the greatest rap nerds, of the modern time. But similar to him, when he does the commercial stuff with the lasers and all that, it's not him. And it comes off as a nerd trying to be cool. And that's how I feel a lot about Taelor Gray commercial stuff on here. It comes off like a nerd trying to be hip and cool. Where in actuality, you're a nerd. And we see you a nerd. Now, there are songs, I'll admit that I did get into them. Some of the commercial stuff, yeah, I got into some of the commercial stuff. Enemies, I admit I did like Enemies. But then you look at stuff like Insecure, where he's singing, like the stuff that songs on the radio, like your Drake and stuff like that. Your Vogues, like, no, man, you're a nerd. Stick with your nerdness. Embrace the nerdness. You're not one of the cool kids. Now, when he's making fun of them, and maybe all of these songs he's making fun of radio rap, I don't know. Some of it seems obvious. Some of it seems like, hey, I'm taking the whole popular rap style. And when he does, it just does not work to me. It's not him. He's a nerd. And so, to me as well, some of his delivery, some of the way he pronounces his words, just sound like a lot of the popular secular rappers. And you come up in this boom bap era, and I'm not saying you got to stay backpacker or stay underground, but my thing is this: if you want to do commercial music, hey, that's fine. If you want to mix it with commercial boom bap. Hey, but take some of that, the rules of underground, and use it in the commercial. Like, come up with different rap styles, okay? Different way to say words. And use that, use that underground to make something and create something new in mainstream and the commercial stuff. I'm going to give you an example. I personally think Big Sean is a very mediocre rapper. But the thing I give, and he's from my city, I ain't going to diss him. But the thing I give Big Sean credit for is the dude comes up with different flows, different cadence, different ways to pronounce his words. Different catchphrases. Is he good? Not to me. But at least I can say, hey, Big Sean tries to come off original within this commercial stuff, even though he doesn't execute well to me. Some songs he does. Some of the, Blessed, I thought that was, a good commercial song. But overall, I can't really get into Big Sean. But in a similar vein, if Taelor Gray would take some of the things he learned from the underground and apply it to mainstream, because sonically, it has its own sound. But cadence-wise and flow-wise, it doesn't. It just uses what's popular. And to me, he needs to stick with being a rap nerd. So that's my thoughts on this album. Love to hear yours, but see what costs a blog. And yes, I'm reviewing Andy Mineo before y'all ask. Yes, I am. Kobe sucks. Y'all see this? Pistons, baby. Kobe sucks, and I'm out.